Hey, look, it's episodes I actually remember this time because this was after my long hiatus from this game. But anywho, welcome back to Let's Play Link's Awakening. Marley has joined in the call, and we are giving a letter to a guy, which is a bit of an identity crisis because the letter we got it from was a goat, and the goat is impersonating Peach. So,
What the
Are you
hell?
sure that's an impersonation?
I wouldn't say impersonation.
That's
but,
more character than what the Mario games give her at times.
Yeah, true.
Mr. Left, you confuse me. He thinks that goats look like Princess Peach. That's the only explanation I can come up with.
And the goat only likes the guy because she eats all the letters that he sends him. So.
Yeah.
But another reason why I was so hesitant to come back to this is because this episode is nothing but finishing up all the side quests. Aside from the ones that are like in TLoZ Mountain, kind of. But other than that, we get the vast majority of them done in this portion.
Well, the ones in TLoZ Heights you can't really get right now, because I think of later upgrades, right?
I think. I don't remember. I think there's actually a way to bypass where you need the mirror shield to get through TLoZ Mountains. I get to the other
I
side.
like this music. I don't
Yeah,
know why. It's just like I'm actually
probably
bobbing my
is.
head to this. It's just going. I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome.
There aren't a whole lot of tracks from Link's Awakening that I can recall off the top of my head, but a few tracks that stand out, they're really good. So.
Yeah.
And there's a certain portion of the game where I need to push that statue in order to get over to what I need from it. So I completely forgot I can't do that until later.
Yeah, that's what you need for TLoZ Heights. That bird that's in there, I think.
Yeah. So right now we're heading over to the signpost maze.
Yeah, one of the more annoying parts of the game from what I've seen.
It's literally like.
Yeah, it's like read this sign and keep on going in order.
It's an intentionally dickish part from the developers, in my opinion.
Yeah. Because if you read the wrong sign, even by accident, you gotta start all the way from the
Plus, you
beginning.
got enemies to contend with during this, so.
Yeah, and that's how you reassign by accident too. Because I think,
Yep,
yeah, when you do that, for
I was
example,
trying
like
to
you
get
swing next
I
to
was
it.
trying to get my sword out and attack those enemies, and the button got in the way, and I accidentally read that sign. So.
Yeah, that's the
Aw.
real annoying part about this maze, from what I've seen.
And those green slimes
All
are
this
especially
way.
those green slimes are especially annoying because they respawn all the time. Well, no, I'm thinking of the Oracle games. My bad, but regardless, they're annoying.
Hold on, you read signs using the B button and not the A button?
No, you read it with both, I think.
Okay,
Both
both.
buttons
Oh,
read
well,
them
there's the
all the
problem.
Yeah, exactly. Use a sword in one, and it still reads the sign. Also, that's another way to get back over.
Yeah. Pretty much.
No, I would stop doing that if I were you. I need to tell you this too. I've told Ken already this, but there's been like more Match for Authority content issues where it's humming now.
Why?
Don't hum. I don't know, but the filters are getting that bad, so I'm not
Okay.
surprised.
Alright, new title of the video. Rule 0 causes you to get third-party match content.
Yeah, so don't do it. Don't do it.
Too long.
Damn it.
Too long. Try again.
Yeah,
You like
basically.
the music, don't sing or you'll get a copyright strike. What?
So, humming causes you to get third-party match content.
This is at least what I've heard. I don't know if it's actually true or not, but if it really is, I would take real precaution. And no, you cannot lift bushes.
Apparently you can in the Oracle games, though, but not in this one. I swear, I get the physics of the Oracle games and this mixed up. And, oh my god!
Oh, look,
Is
it's
it-
Bowser.
is it-
Like, Bowser from the...
Is it what I think
This is
it
Bowser! No, someone's blind.
Mass.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of the other incarnation of Bowser. Wart. That's it,
What's
that's it.
from?
You mean
Mario to USA.
he hasn't been seen much? Like, I can surprise you got him confused.
I forgot what the guy's name is, and Bowser came out.
Nobody blames you, and they call him by his Japanese name in this for some reason.
It's weird, and the artwork too, from what I've seen, they drew him like an actual frog. So it looks extremely weird in actual artwork. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
I wonder if the fact that he says he's popular, but yet he's underground the whole time is a reference that he's not well known.
I think it is, but at the same time, this is not supposed to be actually Wart. So it's really
No,
hard to
it's
say.
it's that most definitely Ward. His name is Mamu, and that's what his name was in Japan. So
Yeah, because I've heard so many mixed sources on it, it's hard to say. Heard say, like, oh, yes, it is Ward. Oh, no, it's not. Maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He could be on a Tuesday.
It's just another Tuesday in the land of Link's Awakening.
the lad of Scotland.
And the land of Link's Awakening.
You need to use that voice more often.
It's just another Tuesday, and I'm swinging my sword to strike this grass so I can get some more cash.
You sound like a spiffy Dracula.
Actually, yeah, you do.
Or drunk German.
Wait a minute, drunk German? Is that alliteration right there?
No, that's not a legit.
Or is that just extremely coincidental?
I will suck your blood, blah.
So now, time for the more annoying part, collecting all the seashells.
Stupid seashell. If you collect enough, you can get figurines. I'm like, this is a Minish Cap.
Yep. Pretty
Even if it does have, even if it does have Doctor Left in it, it's not Minish Cap.
Is there any Dr. Right?
No, actually, I think there is a. Yeah, that guy we just talked to earlier, his name is Dr. Right.
No, you gotta be
I
kidding
thought
me.
it was Dr. Left though, because I mean, the guy in Minish Cap who's got the same hairstyle is exactly the same person is Dr. Left. Because they're brothers.
Whoa. And there's another guy that looks exactly like him in Oracle of Seasons, so. I don't remember what it is.
The Oracle games in the Oracle games in Link's Awakening do have a lot of overworld similarities. To the point that I've seen some people do playthroughs of Oracle of Ages, and in the first two parts they just go, "Is this Link's Awakening?"
Well, yeah, because
Hell,
like,
this is Link's Awakening. I
Because,
thought
yeah.
I was playing Oracle of Seasons.
the majority of tiles are ripped from Link's Awakening, they're just recolored.
Yeah, the graphics and the engine, all that, it's basically tweaked. So they look really similar in the beginning. That and a lot of dungeons I think kind of look similar too, but that's only from what I've seen of screenshots.
Bye, Nehru. Bye, Nehru.
I'm sorry, that's not Nehru, that's Marin.
I know.
Someone else must be blind.
The joke is that Nehru sings too, and she's from the Oracle games. And they
Yeah,
look so
no, I got the joke. I just wanted to call someone else blind.
I know this has kind of probably been said in like the previous recordings, but I really hate this glitch with YouTube now because I can barely see how many hearts you have now, Ken.
Oh, yeah, the player thing.
Gosh!
That's why
Yes.
you need to watch it in full screen if you want to see all the hearts.
Well, let's just say this right now. I'm right on track. I'm not missing a single one that I shouldn't have at this point. So
He's on
Yeah.
10 hearts at the moment.
Yeah, you have 10, so you should be fine. Oh, you're doing this a different way. There's two ways you can do that. You can throw a bomb down there, then if you have arrows, you can actually use bomb arrows. Precursor to Twilight Princess bomb arrows.
what?
Elaborate,
Yeah.
sir.
So
If you
that's
press the
where they got
button
the
with
bomb in?
bomb and an arrow, if you have both of them equipped, you press the buttons around the same time, then you shoot a bomb with an arrow at the same time.
I know it was easy to break Link's Awakening's controls, as I've shown plenty of times. In
Well,
this
that's actually
playthrough,
not
but I'd
breaking the
never do that.
controls. That's actually a program thing. You have to press the buttons around the same time, and then you shoot an arrow with a bomb strapped on it.
Huh?
That's nifty.
Seems like
Yeah.
it.
Matt, we don't want any third party.
Stop! Then you
Yes.
stop.
And then Marley's
stop.
adding to it.
I can't help it, it's the most catchy version of the Overworld theme, I think. Also, it's got, you know, the most unique melody to it because of the bit that comes after the chorus.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's like the one that's in Majora's Mask for Termina Field, except it just ramps it up to another level.
Yeah. That and Termina Field was an original piece. This is basically like the original. It's all the one theme, like, you know, kind of different. And I think you gotta dig right next to the owl head, like to the left. Yeah, there you
we
go.
go.
It just seems suspicious.
I always thought it was kind of random where
Bing!
the locations of the things are.
Just
Also,
just fell off the bridge.
right here took me the longest to figure out of anything in the entire game. Remember how I said the trading thing in this game is mandatory? I could not move on until I found this. And I don't remember how I figured this out, but I don't know how anybody would without looking anything up.
Yeah, this is one of those more annoying ones to find from the looks of things. Unless you use, like, A Link to the Past as a basis, and then you go right back in. Because in Link to the Past, you do the same thing for an empty bottle. So if you found an empty bottle there, you might understand it, but it's still kind of hard to figure out.
I was trying to remember when I can actually spawn when you can get a photo from that event. But I don't
you can get a photo from that?
Yeah, but I don't think you can do that until after you finish the trading thing, so...
I wouldn't be surprised, actually.
Stop, Matt.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Well, at least this will
Stop
actually teach
it.
people to stop doing that a little bit more.
It's so annoying because I like the music. Zelda has wonderful music, and
Oh, I thought you were commenting on the fact that he was getting a skill and it might be...
Oh, well, there's that, too.
Stop.
Oh, okay.
my thoughts exactly.
I'm what, forgetting where to go, or just what the heck is going on? Make it
I
mad.
think I spent like a...
You pinched the seashell from a mermaid? Facepalm.
I think I had a brain for it and forgot where to go for like the last 10 or so minutes.
Yeah, from the looks of things, that's what happened.
Because again, it was like several months in between from when I did the first 9 parts in this, so I completely forgot what to do.
I'm sorry, I just love that. Freaking hilarious.
Yet that wasn't what we see when I got the Glover.
Too
I
bad you
swear, our reactions for half of this stuff is so random.
Too bad you missed part 9 then.
I'm sorry I missed part 9.
Was that a Force gem?
No, that was a piece of power!
Okay.
But it looks like a
So
lot.
close
but it
enough,
does look
if
a
you think
lot
about
like it does look a lot like the Force Gems, yeah.
Yeah, the Force Gem and the Piece of Power are very similar. And, yeah, and then it looks kind of like the
The
Triforce,
Triforce
so...
of power.
Yep,
Yes.
Triforce of Power kind of
Triforce of power.
makes sense.
Minus the gooby piece of mush at the bottom that's the remains
Also,
of Ganon.
come here
but
with the
still.
magnifying glass.
And you see this little creature, this Zora.
Hello, Zora. What are you doing in this pool in the middle of this house? There's a
Oh,
mouse.
you want to take a picture with me? Okay, well, what does this have to do with the
This was
plot?
actually one of my favorite pictures, actually.
Yeah, just because of his smirk
Aww.
grin.
Just his smirk face.
And if you talk to him again, he tells you where to find the most broken weapon in the entire game.
Yeah, you do have to trade one of your items for it though, but once you're done with the shovel, just trade that in, you'll be good.
Which I won't be doing until I get all the seashells, which shouldn't be too long from now, so...
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do because a lot of them you have to dig to get them.
Yeah,
So trading in the shovel this early would be a bad thing.
Pretty much. What am I doing?
Apparently, you're going back to that dungeon.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
that's
where you're
right, I'm going back to the fisherman so I can get that photo scene.
Trying to remember what Paskin did.
That's
Hard
not
for
even
us to
that
remember
long
'cause we
ago
don't
either.
know.
It's not
Oh
even
yeah,
that
there's
long
the
ago.
rat.
But yeah, suddenly Mouse is swimming in the river, and I don't think this dialogue really makes a whole bunch of sense either.
Yeah, it's weird to see him swimming like that
No, just pay
too.
attention to what he says specifically. It's just... I don't know what to make out of it. I really don't.
The way he's looking up, that's so goofy.
No, just pay attention to what he's saying.
I saw that.
Well, that's a big one. Hey, a photo guy, can you take a picture of this?
What?
Hey, be more careful.
What? Yeah, that makes sense.
sense.
Well, that's a way to end it.
He's
The
like,
end.
No, because he says like that's a big one, and then he's like photo guy. What?
You know what?
What am,
Honestly,
what am I supposed to make out of that?
honestly,
I
that
really
should have been where the credits should have just started to go. And that's how A Link to the Past ends. The end.
Or, you mean Link's
Cue map
Awakening?
music from Pokemon Pinball.
Probably made it official. No, you got it wrong. It's Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.